sunrise time of 3 hours and 3 minutes. And there's a nice day waiting for you in Sydney, mainly clear skies and that.
I am in Sydney, Australia at the moment. It's my first full day here. It's my first morning here. And I'm heading out. It's currently like 9:20. I'm heading to the bank right now. I'm gonna try to open a bank account and then I'm gonna hop on a walking tour at 10:30 and explore Sydney. Good morning and hello from beautiful Sydney, Australia. I have been here for about 2 weeks now, which is, I always say this, but it's crazy. It goes by so fast. The first couple days I did all the touristy things. The free walking tour just ended. The harbor bridge is right behind me. You learn so much on free walking tours. Highly recommend doing in any city you go to. Obviously beautiful Sydney Harbor. I took the ferry over to Manly. I did the walk from Bondi Beach to Coogee Beach. Up to Bondi and ending in Bondi. Compared to New Zealand, I think it's a lot harder to get a job here in Sydney, at least. I don't know about the rest of Australia, but Sydney, it's been a bit of a struggle trying to find a job. The first day I was here, I did get a job at the hostel, which has been super lovely. It saved my ass because it saves a lot of money on accommodation. I'm working 15 hours a week for free board. I just have to clean rooms. Overall, it's not bad, but I am living in a room, very small room with 9 other people. So there's 10 people in one room. You get close very quickly. I've always wanted to work at a hostel ever since I first stayed in one 6 years ago. I start my job next week. I'm very excited. It's at like a bar / pub, like only like a 5-minute walk from my hostel. In New Zealand, you don't need any qualifications really to work in a bar, but here you have to take an RSA course, which is like a responsible service of alcohol course to get licensed. If I had a redo taking the RSA, I would definitely do it in person. If you do it online, you have to take like 4 videos of yourself like role playing being a bartender and just talking to yourself, and it's really awkward. I'm pretty sure in class like you get to like do it with somebody, and I feel like that makes it more interactive and not so fucking awkward. If I had to recommend it to anybody else, I would say do it in person. It's like an 8-hour class, like a full day class. You take a test, you get a certificate via email, and then you have to take it into the office, like into an office, verify your identity, and then 4 weeks later they send you your like RSA card, which you have to have on you at all times while you're serving alcohol. And that's even like if you're not a manager. Like in New Zealand, you only have to have like a manager's license. You take the LCQ, and then you get your manager's license by doing like an interview, whatever. But that's only for managers. Like normal, typical like bar staff don't have to have anything. But here in Australia, they're very strict on their liquor laws. Overall though, I am loving Sydney. It's probably one of my favorite cities I've ever been to. My plan right now is to be in Sydney for at least another month. Maybe 2 months, save up some money and just kind of explore as much as I can in this area, and then I'm gonna start heading up the East Coast. You know, I've been doing this for 6 years, and so I don't want to say it wears on you, but like backpacking in general, I think I'm getting a little too old for, which is sad. It's a sad thing to let go of. But I'm definitely moving into a new phase of my life that I want to slow travel. I want to get to know the place a lot more. And I think it's just like the rite of passage, you know? I think traveling so extremely for so long, and even just in general, like think about like any type of trip you go on and how exhausted you are when you get home. Imagine doing that for an extended amount of time. Like it wears on your body. And like even living in the hostel now, I'm not used to hostel life yet, so I get like 3 hours of sleep a night. All my hostel mates are like, you never sleep, like are you okay? You need to go to a sleep doctor. And I'm like, And I'm like, well, like, I normally sleep perfectly fine. It's just in a hostel environment, I'm such a light sleeper that it's really hard to get a good night's sleep. But we are working through it. I am really happy to be here in Sydney. I'm really happy to be here in Australia. I cannot wait for the next, you know, year of my life to unfold. I'm excited to see what it brings. And this has just been a little life update coming at you from Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye! Bro, I'm trying to eat. He's not letting me.